Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 12th biology students, and this is for 19th February 2021. As we all know that we are into the revision mode and we are revising entire syllabus in the form of CBSE sample papers. Already we have discussed, reflected upon 4 CBSE sample papers, and this is the 5th CBSE sample paper in a row. And in yesterday's session we discussed section A. As I said, section A is most important of all the 4 sections, having 22 marks and easily scoreable one. And having discussed section A, we go straight away to section B in this session. Section B, as all of you know, will have 9 questions. Each question carries 2 marks, and totally section B in the paper will have 18 marks weightage. And there will be 2 questions having internal choice. So in total section B will have 11 questions, but you need to answer only 9. Keeping that in our mind, we go straight to question number 17. What is the significance of progesterone estrogen combination as contraceptive measure? Answer: significance of progesterone estrogen combination as a contraceptive pill are as follows. Number 1, they are convenient as they need to be taken orally. It's a oral tablet. Second, they have least side effects and hence are user friendly. That's why it is always easy to take that. Question 18. The following table shows the genotypes for A, B, O blood grouping and their phenotypes. Fill in the gaps left in the table. Now there is a table given, serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Genotype is given, blood group is given. So we need to fill in the blanks. So question 1, serial number 1 is genotype IA. Obviously phenotype of the blood group will be A. Question 2, genotype, there is a blank and he has given A. That means it can be IA or it can be IA. So that is 2 choices can be there to make it as blood group A. So this can be IA or IA. Then it will become phenotypically blood group A. Next, serial number 3, IB is B, and the next one is again serial number dash, and in the dash you can say IB. So or IO we say. That becomes B. Of course, it can be homozygous IB. Next, question number serial number 5th is IAIB, and phenotype you need to, since it is IAIB, obviously it has to be AB blood group. And last, 6th one, genotype is dash and phenotype is O. Since it is O, it has to be I0. There is nothing else. So it becomes 0. Next, question number 19. Sangeeta has developed a transgenic crop, GMO, genetically modified crop. She wants to grow this crop directly into the field. Will you allow her to do so? What will be your suggestion to her? No, we will not allow her, as GMO may pose some threat to environment or living organisms. I would ask her to approach GEAC, or GEAC is responsible for approval of proposals relating to release of genetically engineered organisms and their products into the environment, including experimental field trials. And what is the values? Sense of responsibility and understanding the nature of the possible consequences that may take place. Hence, one must be responsible towards the nature as well as society. Question 20. Write short notes on the animals as organ donors for humans. Of course, successful operations were carried out so far to donate organs from a live person or a deceased person. These include organs like heart, intestine, kidneys, lungs, pancreas, grafts like bones, cornea, heart valves, skin grafts, tendons, all this. Most of the times, all these donors were human beings. Scientists are working out ways to develop some healthy tissues inside animals which may serve the same function if implanted in the human body. But there are risks of severe allergies, and main thing is autoimmune response. What is this autoimmune response? Whenever we try to inject or insert some tissue from other animals or even other human beings also, our body will start rejecting it as it identifies that there is some foreign substance is trying to enter inside. Hence, there may be rejection. Next, choice question. Why has the Indian Parliament cleared the second amendment of country's patent bill? Answer. Amendment to the patent bills have empowered India to prevent unauthorized exploitation of our bioresources and traditional knowledge by other countries. This bill also considers patent terms and initiated research development in the field. Mainly, Indian government, Indian Parliament has passed on this to prevent misuse of patency bill by other countries. Like as already we discussed, the US has tried to get patency for basmati rice. Okay, tulasi, asimum sanctum, neem, and turmeric. These are all basically since ages, since decades. It's all Indians. But then US started claiming that it has got its own authority for that, and we contended that and won the cases. Hence, government got up and it took necessary steps in that. Question number 21. Name the category of codons UGA belongs to. Mention another codon of the same category. Explain their role in protein synthesis. Of course, you know UGA is a stop codon or terminating codon. UAA, UAG are other codons of the same category. That means totally there are three stop codons or terminating codons: UAA, UAG and UGA. And what is the role in the protein synthesis? These codons terminate the elongation of polypeptide chain during translation. So translation comes to an end with this. Question number 22. Name the particular technique whose steps are shown in the following figure. Use the figure to summarize the technique in 3 steps. Of course, it is by seeing the picture only we understand it is rDNA technology or genetic engineering, recombinant DNA technology. The 3 steps are: step number 1 is isolation of human DNA with gene of interest or desirable gene. Second step is DNA segment is incorporated into bacterial plasmid to form rDNA, recombinant DNA. Step number 3, rDNA is introduced into a bacterial cell which makes proteins directed by human DNA. So this is the wonderful picture that's given. And there is a choice. What do you understand by gene cloning? Of course, gene cloning refers to a process in which a gene of interest is ligated, means attached to a vector. The recombinant DNA thus produced is introduced into a host cell by transformation. Each cell gets one DNA molecule, and when the transformed cell grows to a bacterial colony, each cell in the colony has a copy of a gene. Question number 23, diagram based one. You got a pie diagram wherein mammals, birds, reptiles are given. A and B is there. What is the question? Name the unlabeled areas A and B of the pie chart representing biodiversity of vertebrates. showing the proportionate number of species of major taxa. Of course, A is the unlabeled areas fishes and B is the amphibians. Next, question 24. List the attributes that populations but not the individual possesses. So, attributes of the populations. 1. Uh, Population density. Second is natality or birth rate. Third is mortality or death rate. Fourth is population growth. Fifth is sex ratio. Sixth is age distribution. Next, we come to the last one. Elaborate how invasion by an alien species reduces the species diversity in an area. Answer. Some possible explanation that can be given in the form of alien species may be: 1. Vigorously growing and compete with natural plants for minerals, water. The less vigorous local species may be eliminated. Like already we are saying Parthenium. Parthenium is a weed and it grows vigorously. And the moment you find a Parthenium with the original crop or original plant, it starts fighting for the minerals and water, and it makes the plant that we are interested in to be deprived of this. Hence, the original crop dies and Parthenium will grow. Second, natural pests and predators of the alien species may not be present in the introduced area, leading to proliferation in the number. That's why Parthenium spreads very fast. Third, the introduced species may harm the local species by the production of chemicals. It's called amensalism. Next, the alien species by proliferation may make conditions unfavorable for the growth of local native plants like Eichhornia, for example. So this is how whenever there is a introduction of alien species, the local species would be facing a threat. So this is how you need to answer section B, and in our next session we will answer section C. Until then,